Hi, Ben's Machine Shop. I'm Benny. This is part 2 of homemade machine tools. Now these tools are ones that I needed at the time I made them, but they proved very successful over a period of a few years. They are angle plates, turntable, and a couple of other things. So let's get showing. Now, to start with, I needed these for a job. They're angles. Now, you're making angles, always make sure they are true. Mill them, get them true. I needed these for a job I was doing, and another angle. Now this was for a different job, for holding longer pieces. I made them for this. These ones were T-slotted, proved very successful. I have tips on using them, tips on making, I think 1 or 2 of them. Make sure it's all milled, all trued up. You need a true face when you're doing the angles. And here's another one I made. Rather than scrap this bit, faced it, milled it, trued up. The T-slots. Now these are, in particular, these are 3/4 of an inch thick. They are all made of the one length of angle iron. It was a machine that was scrapped at work, and these angles was on it, and I made use of them. They are a very useful little tool. Now here is another tool I made. A turntable, which proved very, very successful. Now the gears is off an old hand drill, large hand drill, and they work very nicely. That's 4 turns is an exact turn on the table. Now this table is 5 inches. And in depth is 2.5 inches. Now on a grease nipple, for to keep it greased, it runs nice and smoothly. Now on part 1 I showed a chuck that I got at a scrapyard and a couple of other things of an old lathe. Now I got this hand wheel of the same old lathe, dividers, nicely divided. As I say, 4 large turns for 4 gives me a complete turn, which I can work out on this, on the dividers, which gives me, now to keep it level I put these are exact. You've got to keep it all true, level. Spring washer. Very nice. Now, on using this, I made 2 of these on it, raised them up on 3 nuts, turned them. I made 2 of them. I needed 1 for a job. I just forget what the job was, but I needed 2 of them. Or sorry, I needed 1, but I made 2. I made this as a small banjo. I made for someone for their lathe, put it on the gear wheels. I was able to make it on this turntable. Made 2 of them too, actually. T-slots, T-nuts. It is a 5-inch table. Now this is 6-inch. And can be bolted down, or these is the for bolting to the milling table. And here is another tool I made on it. I got this here and the 2 bolts on a flea market. I spied them one day. It was, well, I think 20 pence, but it came into my head I needed a job for a clamp, for a job for a stationary engine. So I made this part, clamped it, and was able to mill on the turntable. And it turned out very successful, and it did a couple of other items after that. Now that is a few of the things that I have done. This is part 2. Now, those are some of the tools that I made that have come in very useful. I have a lot more very interesting tools to show that I made, and part 3 will probably be a part 4, for I have quite a few homemade tools yet to show, and some which I think are very interesting. I hope some of you have found these of interest, and if so, press the like button. I would welcome any comments you wish to make, and this is the end of part 2. Ben's Machine Shop. I'm Benny. Thank you for watching.